足窓を叩いておむが絵の月の船パジャマの君の手を掴んでこっそり部屋を抜け出して大人にはきっとわからない魔法の国を探しに行こうよ止まることをささやいてくる見えない影に飲まれないよ
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can y'all see me? I know, Stacy. It's been like an hour. That's okay. An hour's fine. I remember when I wasn't working, we would literally not stop talking all day. That's okay. Guess who had the bright idea to tweeze their eyebrows 20 minutes before they went live today? I am not happy with myself, but they look okay. I don't look like I have a couple of caterpillars growing on my forehead anymore. Bonus? They're sore though. And I don't have any numbing gel or anything like that, so it's just like... It's been like 6 months since the last time I tweezed them, so they needed them. They needed some TLC. That's okay. I figured I'd put a little extra work in today, because I didn't put any work in at work, you know. Friggin' work. Oh, I got my water with my Mio Sport, not spawns. I go through way too much of this stuff when I have it. Makes the water not taste like ass, cause, you know, city water and... bleh. Oh well. I should make sure my game is not muted. Looks like my game is not muted. Works for me. The music is still playing if you kind of hear the music in the background. I'm just going to leave it going this time. I'll turn it up later or during breaks or whatever. I don't think I'll have a break tonight. Doki Doki Literature Club is a pretty decent game. I've played through it once. I played through to the Yuri ending. I tried to get the Natsuki ending, but I don't think there is actually one in the game. I don't know. Maybe we'll try for that one. We'll see. We will see. But I did find it took me about 6 hours to get through one playthrough. I'm definitely not playing this blind. I have played it through numerous times. So, yeah. You might get a kick out of this one, Stacy. Just saying. So, as a disclaimer here says at the beginning, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. It might be cute anime girls, but individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For the content warnings, please view our website. There is disturbing imagery in this game. I will not be sugarcoating that. There is disturbing imagery. There's a reason that on Steam this is listed as a psychological thriller, and why I actually have considered it playing it on a Friday Fright Night. Though it wouldn't scare me, but I'm weird. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yes, I agree. I'm going to turn that up a little bit more because the sound does get a little bit low. More warnings. Hey Dre, how you doing tonight? You got here just in time for the end of the disclaimers of Doki Doki Literature Club. And because I have finished this game all the way through a couple of times, I am starting a new game. And silver. I'm always silver when I play these. It's more interesting that way. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught up to you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Silver. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Silver, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Look around and realize I'm the only one left in the room. Thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Sayori. Water. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Silver, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? Girl with the sour attitude, whose name apparently is Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Silver. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Silver. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yay, tea. Yay, water. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. I bit my tongue. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. It's so cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite, because that's what you do with cupcakes. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Silver, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri? Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Silver? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Silver? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Silver, I do look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Silver, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! If you find the music's loud, too bad. Having played through this at least once, I know the music is kind of important, is what I want to say. Sorry, I am chilly. I need warmth. My dear friend Stacy will recognize this. I haven't worn it in a very long time. It's been hanging on the back of my door until recently. It's a poncho! Shawl. Blanket with armholes. I wore this all the time until Helen took it. And then I took it from Helen. She gave me shit. She did too. She gave me shit. Where did your blanket go? It's at home. I took it home. Got my blanket. That's better. I shall warm up. My arms are freezing. Okay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so I said earlier that I wanted to try Natsuki. Because I've done Yuri, I've done Sayori. And I'm not seeing Monica. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. So Natsuki, she is cute. So we need cute. Cute and fluffy. Fireflies? Nope, that's a Sayori. Anime? Pink? Okay, that worked. Nope. Candy. Okay. Ribbon. Marshmallow. Flower. Nope. Bunny. Laugh. Nope. Jumpy. Chocolate. Papa. Cause, yeah, I know things. I got a whole bunch more to pick here. Dance. Nope. Lollipop. Kawaii. Skipping. Nope. But I still think we got enough for Natsuki. So, I know there's walkthroughs out there now for which ones exactly to pick, but meh. Hi again, Silver. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. It might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Silver. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. The fuck was that? Like, seriously, the fuck was that? Just jump into our conversation and insult her. I don't like Monica. And I have good reason. Dun dun dun! Spoilers! Spoilers that aren't spoilers. Manga is literature! I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Silver always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yes, we are a male character. Most of the time you are a male character if it's a whole bunch of girls, or you're a female character if it's a bunch of guys. Except for the furries. Nekojishi. I gotta play through that again and try for a different ending. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Silver can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Yesterday. When you said manga. Besides, it's kinda written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. It's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Yes! I agree 110%. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Silver. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking in animated feminine poses. Generic anime manga cover. Yeah. It's exceedingly moe. Stereotypical. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I suppose I did go into the closet because it's like a walk-in storage room. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair, not my kind of manga. Kinda grew out of those since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Which is why I don't read them, watch them. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. I may have put in my inflection in there wrong, but I'm not saying it in. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Sorry, I'm dying. It's the high-pitched voices like Natsuki's that drive me nuts. Sorry. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? I'll try not to, Stacy. I'll try. Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? She's so cute. Think. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ha ha ha. I don't like Monica. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? Only got partway through the volume so far. Might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where... Woo! Thanks for the host, man! Return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same, myself. That extra myself wasn't necessary. I don't think. And Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in reading her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well that's not great. Well, it's not great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. What, a real literature? I misread that. And you went and ruined it. Hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. Say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. God damn it. I may have to refill my water before I continue on. Or do I just need a minute? I'm sure you can hear me with my microphone up here. I don't have enough spit, damn it. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica. Hi, Silver. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Silver. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Silver. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No! It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Give me a second to Google that. The name sounds familiar. Shel. Oh, I may have actually. American writer known for his cartoon songs and children's books, styled himself as Uncle Shelby in some works. He did around... hang on a second. Bibliography. Now Here's My Plan, Uncle Shelby's ABC book, Playboy's TVGBs, Story of Lefcadio, the Lion Who Shot Back, A Giraffe and a Half, The Giving Tree, Who Wants Cheap Rhinoceros, Where the Sidewalk Ends, The Missing Piece, The Light in the Attic, Falling Up, Runny Babbit, Don't Bump the Glump, and Other Fantasies. Yeah, I've probably read some of his stuff. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, then yes, I definitely remember him. He's got some really dark themes in some of his stuff. They can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. This is Monica's. Hole in Wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Creepy. I heard a badoop. What's the badoop? Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't know. I get boobs and I don't know what they're for. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It is. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kinda coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sayori. This is a good poem, Silver. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. Well, that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I just realized there's a car right in front of my window, and I have different curtains up, so it was distracting. See? It's like I said before, Silver. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or should I put it sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. And now for Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? The only one who's left is Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay? This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it is that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. Sorry, headset is hurting my brain. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? So this is Yuri's, Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. She wrote about a ghost without saying it was a ghost, and that's mild. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Silver. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting counting on you. Whew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Silver did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Silver liked my poem too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? It's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Silver appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Silver started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they've just noticed I was standing there. Silver? She's just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Oh my god. This is why I play the ones with the sexy boys instead of the cute girls. Girls are hard on the head, man. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Silver. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Silver? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Word. doing the Natsuki, so Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. Lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Ah! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me! Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Silver. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. But everyone stopped staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. Sorry, I got hiccups. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Silver. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So, my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? It's not the most important thing about the literature club. Most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Oh, I love Sayori. She's so sweet. I've played through Sayori. I've played through Yuri. I haven't played through Natsuki, so this is a Natsuki playthrough. As much as I can. I keep flubbing up on the poems. But we're going on to poem 2 here soon. It was alright, well, mostly. Silver, how about you? I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nod to myself with newfound determination. Silver! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Teehee. Sayori beams at me. She's so sweet! Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? But what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Silver, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh my god, Monica! Yeah. She just butts in whenever she feels like it. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Should say pat Sayori on the head. That makes more sense. Said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah. Let's do this. Poem number 2. Bonnie? Anime? Kawaii? Laugh. Nope, that wasn't the right one. Oh well. Party? Nope, that wasn't right either. I know Lollipop is. Doki Doki. Yay! Treasure? Nope. Cute. Jumpy. Sunny? Nope. Damn it! Yeah! Melody? Yay! Shiny. Chocolate. Kitty. Fluffy. I think they might be, but I know I definitely luck out more with the cute words. Fireflies. Meh. There. As long as I get a majority, I think I have to get over half of them for one, so. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Silver! Yo, Sayori!
Looks like you're in a good mood today. Just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons.
Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha 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 ha! I knew it! Can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair! How did you even know?
And she knows. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. She's adorable. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Silver to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I am totally a Yuri, too. Totally a Yuri. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Tee-hee!
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes.
Oh my god. Yes, Roseblood, yes!
So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Smack. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... Eh?
A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was so totally worth seeing your reaction though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Oh, Sayori. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a huge bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Yeah, I think I spent an entire day off just playing through this. Like, playing Sayori, playing Yuri, seeing all of the different, a few different endings. Yeah. I found it takes about 6 hours for one full playthrough. Because I know it kind of messes with you. So, yeah. So good! And game theorists on YouTube, along with a whole lot of other people, came up with a theory about this actually being an ARG for another game by the same company. It was really interesting. You'd have to look it up on YouTube for the exact title and for the link, but it was a really good video. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Yes. Yes. I can't remember how many episodes there was. See, now that I mention that, I have to look it up. Ow, my peppermint is hurting the inside of my mouth. Doki Doki Theory. Doki Doki Game Theory. Copy link. Doop. Doop. There's the link to that YouTube video I mentioned. I know it's the right one because it's the only one that says watched. Because I watched the whole thing. If you want to watch it. It's interesting. I love how Matt Pat and his crew over there, game and film theorists, actually do research before they throw stuff up there, which is awesome. Oops. But yours is chocolate! Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? I'm all of them. Because I would totally take the chocolate ones for myself because chocolate is best. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Perfect timing, Monica. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. No, not yet. Not yet. I haven't done any of that stuff. I
Oh. Ah.
Not yet.
Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. It makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't where you played music as well, Monica.
My voices are all over the place. I think I'm just gonna give up on them. I don't really.
I know it's
Later. I don't want to give too many spoilers for anyone who's watching that hasn't seen the whole thing. But I know for sure it's later. Let's see if I can find the files. Game maps. I'm coming. Doki Doki. Yeah, I leave it on, and I actually, this is one of the few games where I have the in-game audio pretty high, because I know the music is so, I hate to say it, instrumental in how the game is perceived. I don't even know where I would find the music. I think it was in the game folder. Yeah, I think it's in the game folder. There is an audio file there, I just can't remember what to rename it to. That's okay. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Why does she keep looking at me? I know why she does. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Silver. Monica smiles sweetly, and all the girls disappear so her ass can poke out. Didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone is already settled down. Yeah, she's the only one who's like, look, I got a nice butt. At least Yuri just sticks her boobs out. Really isn't any extra motion to straighten your back. Looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. I don't know how big these cookies were. Was it like, do you think? Like, size of your head big? Or was their idea giant, the size of 2 cookies put together? Maybe. I have small cookies. If you're in Canada and you like cookies, I don't know if they have these anywhere else. They're simple pleasures, not spawns. And these ones are oatmeal and dark chocolate. So good. They're really crunchy, but they're so good. Those with a cup of tea. Yeah, gas station cookies.
That's what I'm thinking, like the big, huge, giant chocolate chip gas station cookies. Or the ones that you can get that are chocolate or black and white. I think that's a donut, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I do not know. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Natsuki likes the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. Pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. Just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? No, not at all. I have a very strict don't crack the spine policy. The only books that have a cracked spine in my collection of over 1,000 books are ones that I bought secondhand. Brand new books, not a single one is cracked. I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. Gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. Silver and Natsuki in the closet. Well, in the doors. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I don't know what she's talking about. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Oh, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Yeah, exactly. You can get everything online, ebooks. But I don't know what it is. When I want to read, other than visual novels, they don't count, I want paper. I want the feeling of turning the page as I go. I don't know. It's weird. Audiobooks are good when you don't have the time to read, but yeah, sometimes you just want to sit down with a nice big cup of tea, and I mean big cup of tea, and a book. And I'm sure Stacy's just nodding, because she can't reply because she's in the tub with me on a tripod. And she's probably cracking up right now because she knows I'm saying exactly what she's thinking. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on those shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. That's a good point though, Roseblood. I understand that. That's why my books pretty much stayed in totes and boxes for 2 years when me and my ex-boyfriend moved into a new place. I was going to unpack them, and then we decided we weren't staying very long, so they just stayed packed. And then my sister unpacked them when I moved here. Stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! Box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. Stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. Oh, I know! There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? Gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. Classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I'll take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go! See, I can easily do it now! Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Whoa! Chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. Hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Good. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Silver, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up! Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But I'll do it myself. I could just imagine my neighbors upstairs, next door, on the other side of the wall that's right in front of me, and out in the hallway. While I'm reading this, because I'm really loud and all of our walls are like paper. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! Scene turns to chaos in a split second. Chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. Shit. I got you! Crash! Full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me into the ground. Whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Hey, Wolfman! How you doing? I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm almost at poem 3. I just got a 13-year-old in a very short skirt after she fell off a chair. Yay. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I get a bit of a cold, plus it's dry in here, so yay! Fun! I'm gonna have to refill my water bottle soon. Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross, gross! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko! Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. What's up, Wolfman? What would you like to know? I got all the answers. I don't know if they're the right answers, but I got answers. Turn this down a little bit. Save broadcast. I don't know. I have no idea how Twitch works on console. I only know PC. I don't know, maybe if you log into Twitch on the console, you might have the option to see it and save it. That reminds me, I need to go back through some of mine and export them out to YouTube. I know on the main Twitch is, there used to be an option to save forever, but now it's saved for up to 60 days if you have Prime or Turbo. If you don't have Prime or Turbo, then it saves for 2 weeks, or maybe it's 30 days. But your best bet, to be honest, dude, if you can, is save clips of the funny stuff, or if you want the whole video, send it to YouTube. If you log in on a computer, it may have your broadcasts there, and you can export them. But again, I don't know. Do you have a PC that you can log into Twitch on? Or even just a browser on console? Give me a second here. I'm just gonna change out my captures. This one. Turn that off for now. Okay. So on PC, you log into your Twitch account and you go to your dashboard. You get it by clicking your name and then dashboard. I use dark mode just because I prefer the... Oh, that's fine. Like I said, I like helping you guys. Heck, you got affiliate before I did. The least I could do is help you. So you go to dashboard, that gives you this page. From this page, you can go to videos under video producer.
And that'll take you to all of your past streams, if they're on here. Like, apparently, my Doki Doki is already on here. Like, the one I am currently broadcasting is already here. And I'm pretty sure I'm still streaming. That makes 0 sense to me. But from here, I already sent that one off. For example, this is the one I did on Sunday. In here, you can pick your thumbnails, all that. You can put in your description, your tags, and then there's another option. Dashboard, then videos. It's on the left-hand side. Here, let me get it out of dark mode. Sorry, switching back and forth. Out of dark mode so that you see everything a bit better. Come on. Everything's going a little slow on my end now. Being dumb. Okay. So yeah, videos here. It'll take you to live by default. Videos is under video producer. And it'll bring up all of your, then they're not saving. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, because this is where all of your past broadcasts would be if they were saving. And I don't know how do you, if it's an option for how to turn it on, or if it's a setting that you have to do through. Yeah. I don't know if it's a setting that you have to do through the app that you're using to stream. No, this is my channel. This isn't videos. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't do console. Like, the newest console I have is PS3 and a Xbox 360, so I really have no idea. And for either of those, for me to stream, I would have to get a capture card, which really sucks. So, I have no idea. Reddit might be a really good place to find out. Reddit's got a lot of good ideas. Really any forum, to be honest. Google search might help. Phoenix? Whatever that is. 60 minutes. I don't know. Without seeing what you're seeing, I have no idea, man. I wish friends weren't listed alphabetically. That's a pain. Ew, that sucks. That really sucks, man. Why do you have artificial cheese, Roseblood? That's all I gotta ask. Like, artificial cheese? I don't like the smell of vegan cheese, because it's not real cheese.
Yeah, I don't know, Wolfman. Reddit and Google have been the go-tos for me. Save. Streamed. Play. PS4. So let's see. How to stream. How do I save my broadcast? Okay. I found this on the Googles. So, bloop. That's what I found on the Googles. And that's the link that was connected to it. I don't know if that helps. Like I said, Google is my best friend. I will happily bow down to Skynet. Settings, channel videos. Yeah, I'm checking that now too, actually. Archive broadcasts. Yeah, that's not there anymore. I'm not seeing it. Ew! That's so gross, Roseblood. I don't mind the frozen broccoli and cheese, but I still throw it in a pot and heat it up that way. I don't put it in the microwave. That just sounds weird. Yeah, I don't see those options on my computer. So I have no idea if they are accurate or not. But my page is also not loading my auto host, so that's a thing. Oh, there's my auto host. Chat rules. Yeah, my page isn't showing archive settings, so I have no idea. I have no idea, Wolfman. Could just be an old link too. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it's from 2014. My bad. It's one thing about Google is it's not always up to date. Past year. Let's see. Ooh, how to save broadcast from PS4. Twitch on Reddit. January. La 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 la. Pardon an attempt. Blah blah blah. It's now in your dashboard settings. Sorry, unless you got a time machine that's now no longer available. That was 2 months ago. Can I save my streams? Previous. Yeah, nothing I'm finding here, Wolfman, is giving me any answers. So, I don't know. Unless you're streaming through a computer, I don't see how you can save more than an hour. I wish I could help more. Sorry, man. It's the only downside. I've been at this for almost 2 months, but I haven't touched console. It's all been PC.
Mind you, most of my game time is on PC, so I try. I do the same thing for work. I'm actually in training for a job that I already have training for. So I have to take the training because it's a new job. And there is some stuff I'm learning, but I'm helping other people as we go, which is kind of cool. Which is why I had to change my schedule for here, because I work until 8:30 my time, which is 7:30 Eastern, 3:30, 4:30 Pacific. So, early days, 8.5 hour shifts. It sucks. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Back to this peppy, bouncy music that I have been hearing this whole time at full volume. I have a weird taste in my mouth and I can't figure out what it is. But it's annoying me. Mint didn't help. I need a different mint. Yeah! New job! Doing the exact same thing I did in the last job. Just for a different company. Yay! Making more money too? Well, potentially more money. It's less money than what I was making at the last place. But I don't have to leave home. Job where I get to sit in this chair all day. For job, and then for streaming. I'm okay with that. Monica says, I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Sorry. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill our club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Lean over a little bit more, Monica. We can't see your panties. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So, I hope you're happy. Yeah, it's on the phones, Roseblood. It's another call center job. But it's a work-at-home position, which is awesome. I had to leave my last job because of social anxiety. And I'm a Twitch streamer. Who'da thunk it? I have a really hard time being in the same room as a large group of other people, which I have learned over the last year or so. And yeah, so doing the exact same job from home, because I was really good at my job, and getting paid the same or better, sounds like a good deal to me. And they provide the computer. Got the computer set up right there. So I literally get done my training, my shift for the day. I go turn on my computer. Okay. I hope that works. I didn't! I'll be on the phones. It's a call center job, but it's a work-at-home position, which is awesome. Left my last job because of anxiety. Social anxiety. I was in a room with 200 to 300 other people, and I just had anxiety attacks like nobody's business. But I was good at my job, regardless. So now I get to do the same thing, but at home, so I only have to worry about me. My work computer's right there. So I turn around, and I can stream after I have my supper. It's awesome. For the same pay. So,
don't have to leave home, don't have to worry about commuting, don't have to worry about buying lunches. So much better in the long run, in my opinion. Trying to get my friend Stacy to sign up. Right, Stacy? Yeah, anxiety sucks. It took me a year to realize that it's social anxiety, large groups were part of the problem. And I was fine until they moved me from one department to another, where I was forced to hear other people around me. So, yeah, that was a thing that happened. But that's what I like about streaming, is I can still interact with other people. Roseblood is one of my followers. She's been hanging out here for... How long has it been, Roseblood? The last month? Month and a half? You've been here almost from the beginning, I think. I'm gonna have to check. Because I can check that. For now. I can check it for now until I have so many followers that I can't keep track of anymore. Rose Bloodlust is awesome, and her hubby is equally awesome. I met him when she was playing Jackbox games one Sunday, and he joined in. He and I have very similar humor. Let's see. There you are. Doesn't give me the date, but yeah, definitely at least a month. And yeah, I like small streams too. Hey Shrine Wolf, welcome to the stream. I know it shows Doki Doki, but we're just kind of shooting the shit at the moment. Yeah, Roseblood's been here for a while. She's seen me play all of my weird and wonderful games I play, like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines and Viscera Cleanup Detail. Goofing around in The Sims or in Minecraft. Can't say I play any normal games on this stream, can I? Maybe that's what makes me popular, is I don't play the popular stuff. I play different things, or games that were popular a month and a half ago, or like 6 months ago, like Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't played this since January. That's saying how long I've had it on my computer. Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation, Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page! Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? Hey, Benson! Welcome to the stream! Haven't seen you here in a while. I'm playing some Doki Doki. DDLC. Thanks, Roseblood. I like my games too. I'm of the opinion I'm gonna play what I want to play. Unless it's a suggestion day. And even then, I'm still gonna play what I want to play. And why would I play a game that A, I'm not interested in, B, I don't find enjoyable, and C, makes me cringe? It's like Outlast. I probably won't play Outlast again. I want to play Spooky's House of Jump Scares again, because that is fun as hell. But yeah. There's so many games I want to play, but I need to upgrade my potato first. So many games I want to play, but my potato won't run them. It's partially my fault, so Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? It sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. Next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Aww, she's so sweet. So sweet. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Aww. Natsuki! Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You'd think I let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Aw. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Itchy ear. Oh my god, it's so itchy. That's better. Do. Sorry. to scratch my ear. And I keep hearing Discord going off, so I'm like, oh, I must listen! Or read, or whatever it is you do in Discord. I'm not sure anymore. I am totally not sure anymore. Bloop, bloop. Okay. I said minimize. Thank you. Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then, the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Silver. Did you do something to Natsuki? I haven't played through the whole Natsuki thing, so this is all new to me. I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Teasy. Are you sure you're not cheating, Silver? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway... Not you, viewers, game. Having played through it, they're like, why? I'm not using a walkthrough, I swear. Considering I still had a bunch of Sayori answers in that poem. Grr. Calling me out on using a walkthrough. I do have Firefox open, but... Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Silver wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Silver's done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't got to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Silver is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's... What? History. It's not like she's going to like it, though. I hate it when I click too fast. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. Monica is so creepy! I don't know, you were losing connection there, so I don't know if you picked up on the thing that I flipped off the game for. I don't know, are you cheating? Took me a second and then it clicked in. She was insinuating I was using a walkthrough. You, Monica! No, I won't let you keep it. Aw, I want to keep it, Natsuki. This is my only copy. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me out and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Oh, I know. I love the music. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. I suppose it isn't quite loud enough to drown out my voice. And if it is, I'm sure you guys will tell me. I just maxed out the music for you there, Roseblood. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies.
Sorry, I totally did
I did not intend that.
My mint is not doing its job.
But I haven't coughed in a while, so maybe it is doing its job. Who knows? My camera's off center, it's annoying me. That's a little bit better. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Sayori! Ooh! I like this one, Silver. Has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both? There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud on your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Silver. She's so adorable. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? And Sayori's poem is Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I agree, Roseblood. I agree. It's even with the music, it makes it even more creepy if you kind of think about it, because the music's nice and bumpy and bubbly, and then poem. I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean... I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Stop listening to Monica. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Stop talking to Monica. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Welcome back, Wolfman! Yeah, ignore Monica. Tell her to GTFO. The faster the better. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. It can be, yeah. Art is like magic too, same way. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Be pessimistic. Yuri, the only one who's left to show the poem to. Are you still mad at me? Eh? I agree, Rosebud is like... Only because we know the ending. For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. Oh, that's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So, please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants.
What?
Like I said, I haven't actually, in the first playthrough, you know what I mean? I haven't done Natsuki the whole way through. It's always ended up being Natsuki, after the second day, or after the second playthrough. So it's like, this makes no sense. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please, makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Knowing what I know about you, Yuri, I am expressing concern. Besides, I have my books with me. Among other things. That's all I need. I don't think you can. We'll find out. We will see. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. No, Yuri. I'm frustrated.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated too.
I don't hate her, but it's if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. Broke her. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. I got no Yuri letter poem. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Well, I didn't get to read Yuri's. Have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Oh, excuse me, goodness.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Tee. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Yeah, well, I did. Do you really think that it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. Yeah! Exactly. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And I'm going to totally poke Natsuki in the eye. 'Cause why not? And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Didn't know performing poems was literature. Okay. Yeah, but she's focused, her fingertip is right in Natsuki's eye. Yeah, says Sayori. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. She got higher this time, so her finger sliced the eye. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? No. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? My best friend brought me here. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. No. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Probably. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Why is it always up to me to save the day? I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but I'm just checking to see if the sound is different where it's stereo. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left, because I said I'd do it. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I can't talk. Damn it. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. club is seriously going to be the death of me. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri.
Why do you look worried all of a sudden, Monica? Do you know something that Yuri doesn't?
Yes, you do. But anyway.
Creepy.
What, 10 kilometers?
No, not kilometers of intestines.
Meters? 5 meters or something? Bloody long.
Not to mention the cubic footage. Oh, excuse me.
But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Little Miss Perfect is gonna do it first. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Unlike mine, I put the wrong inflection on the wrong words all the time. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Duh. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Yeah, I do too. I know. I think Sayori ends up reciting one of her, or choosing one that we read. Yuri does one that she's already written, and I'm pretty sure Natsuki does one she's already written that we've read. I think. Yeah. Might be somewhere we can find them. I don't know.
Excuse me. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud.
Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Little Miss Perfect. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Probably, but I'm pretty sure almost all of the poems get read at some point or another. There are so many endings for this, it's hard to say for sure. But yeah, Crimson Eye goes into the whole ARG stuff for the other game. Yeah, it's so cool. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Sounds about right, too. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. That's what she said. How did you guys do it so easily? I'm a child, I know. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Silver liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Okay, if I've learned anything while playing this game, it is to pay attention when that little wheel spins. Not seeing anything, okay. I'm pretty sure no, you guys can't see my cursor. Hang on a second, I'll fix that. Capture cursor. Done. Fixed. There, so now you should be able to see my mouse. I had the little blue wheel at the bottom of my mouse, and if I learned anything, it was that when that turned, something was happening in this game. So I'm like, have to go check. But nothing. False alarm. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Silver. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Silver lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident with my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. Poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Itchy nose. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Silver, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Aww. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Natsuki has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kinda putting me on the spot here. Well... I know what I want to answer, but I think I'm going to answer I would walk home with Natsuki. Because I've always answered I would walk home with Sayori. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? I'm giving you stank eye, Sayori. Need you? Sayori? Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. So I said that there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? I do! Yep, we will always need Sayori. Always. Bouncy. Fireworks? Nope. Nope. Damn it. Doki Doki. I know that one works. Sugar works. Kawaii works. Candy. Nope. Damn it. Damn it. Grrr. Poppy! Sorry, that was really loud. Perfect! Damn it, I will get this. Giggle. Lollipop. Yes, exactly, and that's the problem. Marshmallow. Jump. Bubbles. The first poem had Papa. It was like, I know whose that is. That was one of those easy ones. Dance. Crack. Kitty. Fingers crossed. Aw, man. Last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination. Persistence? But I guess passion? Passion, persistence, determination. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. Can I delete her now? I haven't thought of trying that. I won't break it. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. See, this is why I like Natsuki. Sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica? It's not how you say my name at all. Yeah, they're making fun of her. I just want any school to have festivals. I'm not even in school anymore. I haven't been in school for a very long time. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. Walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Everything alright? Yeah. Still being able to go to a festival, because I don't think these are only limited to the students. I think it's for the whole community kind of thing. I don't know. I don't watch or read enough anime, manga, any of this stuff. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Yeah, so it's not just the students, which is nice. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. Sayori shows me a big smile. Oh, sweet. Good to know. Good to know. Go away, Discord. You're making my sound weird. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. Go away. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone. I'm just gonna do that. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. No, don't talk to Monica. Monica's bitch. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. No, it's mine. It's my Discord, which I closed, so now it won't be going bleep bloop bleep bloop. Oh, excuse me. I got a case of the burps. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Silver, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. I used to do that because it was fun. But I was a weird kid. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Silver. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Bullshit. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. What? Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Silver. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori, it's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Silver. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Bitch. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Evil, evil, evil Monica! I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head because she put them there. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? Yeah. There isn't that much time, so... Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right! Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles the last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. Oh, I love Natsuki! I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah? Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly! If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... Yes, go against her wishes, dang it! I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Natsuki! Always Natsuki first. Let's see! You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. She was totally jealous. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? Took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Silver? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. Aww. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this.
I know! It's just a matter of days. Just a matter of days. I'm waiting for them to tick and get that email. Just waiting for the email. Keeping to my schedule. 3 hours, 4 hours tonight. I kind of want to finish the first playthrough. And then I'll do the second playthrough probably the next time I stream. Just because I really want to play through this. And I can't stay up too late because I have to work tomorrow. No, I have to go. Damn, I'm not streaming this weekend either. I might Saturday, but not Friday. I won't be home. Damn it. Poop. There's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki." Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. Place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. Never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. I don't think I've actually read this one. This one ended up being something else. Because it was like in the second playthrough. Sorry, I have an itchy ear from having the headset on one ear the entire time. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. That's right, because Easter's this weekend!
To get rid of the shamrock shape, it's like that,
And then they come out with the Cadbury Egg McFlurries. Those are my favorite. They're amazing. They're so good. So good. If you haven't tried one, try one. Just to say you tried it. It's got big chunks of chocolate and caramel drizzle and it's... They're as good as they sound. Trust me. I used to eat a lot of McDonald's. I don't eat as much anymore now. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. That is so sweet. I like that one. Yep, my first save, I know. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that. Tummy. I can just imagine her saying baka. I laughed too hard. I can just imagine her saying baka. Tummy, baka. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Aw, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Oh, she's so sweet! Monica! Hi, Silver! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. Yeah, okay. It would also make me happy to see. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Silver. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Silver. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's also not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so?
kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please? Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of the time, she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club, too. You wouldn't do that to me, right? I would totally do that to you, Monica. Not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Totally. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Kill Monica. Nope, I didn't say that out loud. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Is this the one I think it is? Or these are all legit ones until the second playthrough, I think. Alright. Yeah. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The Lady Who Knows Everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
On my mind, there are no legends. Legends don't exist. There is no meaning.
Yeah, you're full of shit, Monica. I see. I never really put that much thought into it, because I don't care about Monica. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. I hate that word. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? No. You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. No, we're not. You are, though. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Yeah, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who the hell are you talking to, woman? Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Yeah. Probably Natsuki? Yeah. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Lying. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well,
Of course I am.
good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Silver. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing! There's a car parked outside my apartment. I keep looking over and I think it's my lamp, but no, it's this person's headlights peeking in my window. No, nothing. Just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. When anyone tells me not to worry about them, I instantly start worrying about them more. Regardless. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Yeah, I'd be following her. She's like, nope. Why are you going home early? I'll walk you home. I'll make sure you're alright. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. Guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me? She really doesn't like me because I've been dealing with Natsuki. That's hilarious. Good to know. Because they think Natsuki does the same thing when you do the Yuri line, if I remember. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Yeah, they got out of their car now. Lights went off. Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. A stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Damn right. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. Right? Natsuki understands. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That kind of makes sense, though. Oh? A curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Stop avoiding the subject. Grr. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Natsuki. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets.
Salted caramel gelato.
Who is it that does it? I don't know if it's in the States, but here in Canada, Haagen-Dazs, so you know it's good, Haagen-Dazs does gelato, and there's a limoncello gelato. Tastes like lemon meringue pie in a gelato. It's so good. I like getting the lemon dairy stuff because people are like, ew, citrus and dairy.
I know, right?
Yeah, up here they've got a whole line of gelatos, and there's like salted caramel and tiramisu is one, and limoncello is another, and cappuccino I think is one, and I was like, oh, I want them all in my belly right now. I have to wait until payday though. I hate not having money. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Oh, I know. My mom was the same way. Lactose intolerant, she took lactate pills. Dietary supplements so she could eat her ice cream and cheese. But she ate ice cream and cheese as much as the rest of us when we were growing up. It was awesome. Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. You're not gonna grow as a person, Monica, sorry to tell you. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So, you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Silver, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. Would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Yes. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? Silver may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Silver to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? So what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Silver to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, He hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Silver, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. And it's not forcing me, so Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. Thanks, Roseblood. Have a good night. I'll probably be saving and ending it after this little bit here. So, we shall see. And it'll be in my VODs. So you can rewatch it later. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Silver? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help, that doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances, so you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all the people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. And all of us are gonna make it a really great event. Yeah! Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind Kinda strict, if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I would act like, in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Dude, it's been a week. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously, I can't wait. It's already Sunday. Okay, so it is now Sunday. I have saved. And I am going to close it there. Because it is 1:30 in the morning here, I have to wake up in about 8 hours for work. So much fun. So thanks everyone for stopping by. I am going to go see who is currently live, so we can see if we can go send a raid off to somebody tonight. Oh, I know who we're going to go raid. I haven't raided him probably in a very long time, actually, if at all. We are going to go raid Factoid. He's an awesome guy. He was just down to WonderCon this last weekend. He is playing Dauntless. Make sure everything looks good here. And he's already got quite a few people watching, so we will see. So I'm going to start the raid. Oh, I see he updated his icons too. I don't really see other people's icons unless I go to their pages often. Most of the time I just see if they are live through my following page. So we will be over there soon. Thanks again everyone for stopping by, and I will talk to you Wednesday.